Greetings everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bite Size History. In today's episode, we are going to be focusing on art, writing, government, and religion as our four intertwined characteristics of civilization. Now, each of these is impacted by the other, and writing is one of the major ingredients that really helped make civilization possible. If you like Bite-Sized History so far, please make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button. Also, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram under History with Audrey D. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our learning goal and our learning target for today's lesson. All right, so our standard for today is again standard 2, which is to describe the emergence of early civilizations. We're going to have two learning goals today. The first one is to identify the 7 characteristics of civilization. And our second one is to summarize the important achievements of the Mesopotamian civilization. We will also have two learning targets today. The first one is to describe how Sumerian inventions helped the development of their civilization. And our second one is again going to be with those 7 characteristics, which is identify organized government, religious institutions, art and architecture, social structure, specialization, writing, and advanced technology. All right, let's go ahead and get into our lesson. Writing was developed in ancient Mesopotamia between 3600 and 3500 BCE. As one of the primary building blocks of our 7 characteristics of civilization and of civilizations themselves, writing was one of the most important aspects that helped us to grow. The reason for this is because writing impacted art, architecture, government, and a number of other characteristics of civilization without which civilizations would not exist. The reason for this is that without the written word, we would have had no way of recording our histories, religious practices, as well as writing down legal contracts, laws, and so many other aspects of civilization that we now use to study how people once lived. The first known written language was cuneiform, and it was created by the Sumerians. Writing most likely led to the creation of multiple things, one of which being the stele, which is a large stone tablet on which documents were inscribed or carved. Cuneiform was eventually used by multiple other civilizations, including the Akkadians, Assyrians, Babylonians, Elamites, Hatti, Hittites, and Hurrians. As mentioned in our previous episode on the 7 characteristics of civilization, writing was invented for multiple reasons and used for far more. Writing was initially created to assist in keeping records for trade and the economy. It was soon used for government, recording laws and legal agreements, as well as religion to record religious practices. And in this same realm, the art of epic literature also developed due to the invention of writing. The Epic of Gilgamesh was one such epic literature, and the reason why this became so important and why I'm including it in this section, as well as giving it its own episode, because the Epic of Gilgamesh also is showing us the relations of the hero story. It shows us the development of epic literature, and it's giving us an introduction to the gods and goddesses of ancient Mesopotamia, which is a major portion of their religious practice. Now, an epic poem is actually a long narrative that celebrates heroic deeds, and in this case, it's the life story of Gilgamesh. This story is also part of the religious characteristics of civilization. We will be taking a closer look at Gilgamesh and the mythology of ancient Mesopotamia a little bit later this month in another episode. All right, that wraps it up for today's episode on the technologies that helped with the development of characteristics of civilization. In our next episode, we will continue on with our writing path because that helps us learn more about how the sciences of technology were developed as well. If you like Bite-Sized History so far, please make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated, and if you want to get notified, make sure you hit that little notification bell so you get that ding every time a new episode is put up. If you would like to follow me, you can also find me on Instagram and TikTok under History with Audrey D. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next lesson.